Welcome to episode 8 of Blue Milk, the show where we try to make blue milk from Star Wars, but make it actually taste good. On episode 7, Amy left a comment saying, "This is like the Bantha chai from the Galaxy's Edge cookbook." The Galaxy's Edge what now? So apparently, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge has an official Black Spire Outpost cookbook, and in there is a recipe for blue chai. So let's chai it out. Oh, that was bad. For this recipe, we will need 2 cups of rice milk or milk of your choice. I'm gonna use almond, but the blue and green milks in Galaxy's Edge actually use rice milk. We're also gonna need 2 teaspoons of arrowroot powder for thickening, butterfly pea tea, same thing that we've been using in the last few videos, freshly sliced ginger root, some cardamom and some mace, and some sugar to taste. So we're gonna start by measuring out our milk. Guess who has 2 thumbs and no liquid measuring cup? This guy. We're just gonna dump this into a saucepan and chew. Next is gonna be our arrowroot powder. Just 2 teaspoons of this. And we're gonna whisk them together. We're not gonna whisk them together. I don't have a regular whisk, and the electric whisk is a little bit too powerful. There is milk all over my kitchen now. So I'm just gonna whisk it by hand using the electric whisk. We're gonna put this milk and arrowroot powder over medium-low heat. As that's going, we're gonna prepare the rest of our ingredients. It says a pinch of ground cardamom and ground mace, so I'm just gonna use 1 little squid thing of mace, maybe 2 cardamoms. I like it freshly ground, so I'm gonna grind it myself. Ooh, that smells really good so far. That's pretty ground, so we'll leave it off to the side and add it into the tea with everything else. Next is some thinly sliced ginger. I'm just gonna break off a chunk of it and thinly slice. That should be enough. Now the recipe calls for 1 tea bag of butterfly pea tea, but I don't really have tea bags, so I'm just gonna use this tea scoop and hope that I get more or less the right amount. Maybe 2 scoops, because it's really floury. Now, we're gonna add all of our ingredients into the milk and mix it up. I'm gonna use my lightsaber spatula to mix everything up. I completely forgot about the sugar, so we're just gonna add 1 to 2 teaspoons for taste. Now, it's been 5 minutes, and the recipe says to steep for about 5 minutes until it is blue and smells like spices. You can kind of see the blue color starting to come in, so we'll just keep it on a little bit longer. All right, about 10 minutes of steeping, and that kind of looks like the picture. Time to strain and serve. All right, so after letting it cool down, I finally have my blue chai. Let's give it a try. It's a very thick, milky beverage. I think that's what the arrowroot powder is for. You can definitely taste the tea and the spices, but it's very, very creamy. I may play around with how much of each spice I used. I think I can go for a little bit more tea and a little bit less ginger next time. The cookbook describes each sip as gentle and calm, and I think I'll have to agree with that. It's definitely not an exciting drink, probably better for slow sipping on a quiet afternoon. And there you have it, Blue Milk number 8 is a success.